TargA, you're back in Valencia after your decent run last year in September.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to come back here?
Well, I just wanted to go to a tournament pretty much. It's been a long while since I've done well in a tournament, and the player lineup for this one was weaker than the other DreamHacks. So it's a good opportunity for me to show how good I am.
Okay, something special after your strong place last year for being here in Valencia?
Well, it's a lot of fun. A lot of people have approached me, and like they said that they really liked what I did last year, and I seem to have a ton of fans here, which is surprising to me. Yesterday I met a guy at the Chinese restaurant, and well, he told me that he was really looking forward to my games and so on, so I like it.
Okay, I see. Are you confident in getting to the playoffs or even as far as last year?
It all depends on brackets. For the DreamHacks, it's all about luck, pretty much. Like last DreamHack, I wasn't confident in my CVC, so I got Zerg in every group, and I got knocked out in like the second group stage because of this my CVC. It was very weak. This time I fixed it. So as long as I can avoid like the best Terrans, and I think Hyun and a few others that I'm not too confident against, but as long as I'm lucky with the brackets, I can go really far this time.
Okay, so there's some pretty well-known players you're really likely to face, maybe some guys like Jaedong in that CVC?
Yeah, I'm actually not that afraid of Jaedong's CVC. He plays a bit greedy, and I'm not sure how familiar he is with how Europeans play CVC. And also, I have a few incredibly cheesy builds up my sleeve, and I think they can work well against him. So time will tell. I really hope though that I get a chance to play against him.
Okay, so do you hope to play more against Zerg or against Protoss?
Right now, I think my CVP is the strongest. I changed a few of my builds, and they've been working out very well in ladder and in tournaments. But it's the same thing for my CVC. I changed it a ton, and I should have won against Vortex, but I did some stupid mistakes, which should be fixed right now. And I mean, Vortex is one of the best players in Europe, so when I think that I should have beat him 2-0, I'm confident against almost everyone.
So you feel if you play Vortex again, maybe in like the playoffs, the quarterfinal, whatever, you would beat him?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about Lucifron as his brother and maybe one of the strongest Terrans in Europe?
Last time I beat Lucifron 2-1, but last year me and him were trading evenly on the ladder. This time, it's been months since I beat him. He's so much better now. And the game has changed quite a bit as well, and I've been having some trouble against Terrans, especially the best ones in Europe. So I'm not too confident against him, but there's always a possibility that I can pull some cheeses out and so on and surprise him. And I think if I had played him right now, that would be my plan.
Okay, so is there any favorite for this tournament? Anyone who will win most likely, in your opinion?
I think Hyun. Hyun really wants to win a tournament. Like he's got so many top 4 placements lately, and I think Jaedong. If I were to take a top 3, like the 3 best players right here, right now, it would be Lucifron, Jaedong, and Hyun. But they can lose to other players here. I mean, there are quite a few decent players, and the game, like in the game right now, it's still possible to surprise people with cheeses and unorthodox builds. And I mean, like they're the best players in terms of skill, but it's possible that they might lose to someone, I think.
Okay, what's your opinion on Stardust, who won the last DreamHack event, very surprisingly?
Yeah, but I think that a lot of people knew that he was good and that he had the potential to do this. His builds, though, were I don't know, like the European Zergs. we already knew how Stardust played, and I think that if Violet and Hyun knew how Stardust had played at DreamHack, they would have beat them quite easily, because I think that Violet and Hyun are much better than him. Stardust, he plays like he has changed his playstyle again for this tournament, and I'm sure that all the top European Zergs at least know how to stop it. But again, it comes down to bracket luck. Like if he can avoid the top Europeans, and like let's say he gets Jaedong or Hyun again, then he might beat them. It's a bit silly, but that's how it works.
Okay, let's come back to you. What about your practice at the moment? Are you playing full time, or are you having any circumstances which avoid you from training?
No, I'm playing full time, and I've been actually playing full time for quite a long time now, like pretty much since last DreamHack Valencia. But I stopped playing for a few months because I was living in Norway. Right now I'm living in Germany, close to Take.
Okay.
And I play as much as I can. I also lost motivation for quite a bit because I was having so much trouble against Terrans. And I didn't really want to change my playstyle, so I was very stubborn, which didn't work out, so I just lost motivation and pretty much stopped playing. But now I qualified for a Challenger, and I think I should make Premier next season, and I'm just going to practice as much as I can.
What do you think about the system of the WCS?
I think it's pretty stupid. I think if like how it should be is that all players must live in the region they're participating in, because right now, like even though I don't think Finale and so on is that good, I don't think he's a threat really. It's just that people were unfamiliar with him, but it's a bit sad that MVP and MMA can come over and not live in the region, because like these are players that would put everyone's skill further. Like when you play these guys and practice with them, you learn so much compared to, like, let's say the top European players, because they play way differently and more aggressive and so on. And it would be a pleasure for me and everyone else in Europe to have these guys live in Europe to practice with us. But right now they can practice and live in Korea, which is of course way better than Europe. And but the thing that's the worst is obviously the North American WCS, which right now is like 14 Koreans in round of 16 or something. I'm not sure, but it's like it's silly, because and these Koreans are not the best Koreans either. Like they're like the foreign Koreans on foreigner teams, and eventually like all the Koreans that can't win in Korea, they're just going to go to the North American WCS.
But you're still confident in you reaching the Premier League next season?
Yeah, I think I have really good chances. Like the players that advanced from Challenger division, I would say I think I'm one of the best. And the players that have been or have gone down from Premier to Challenger right now, I think I can beat most of them. And but I'm gonna practice hard, and obviously I really hope I can make it.
Okay, especially important for your motivation. As a last question, what are your goals for this year, for 2013, in reaching like a top 3 placement in WCS or whatever?
I think top 8 WCS would be my goal. Like last year when I started full time, my goal was to have one top 4 placement, and like I made that goal after like 1 month. So I actually thought about this a few weeks ago, because I wasn't that motivated, and when I started practicing hardcore again, I just thought to myself, like, I really want to go far in WCS, and I also would like to do well in a tournament like this.
Okay, so thank you for the interview and good luck in the further group stage.
Thank you very much.